You don't have my permission to do that. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. Come on. Patrick, call the police.
All right, if you call the police on me, then...
well, that's what we're going to do.
Well, that's fine.
Because they're not following my rules.
Why are you lying to the police? That's a crime. Look how close this guy is to me.
I'm just standing here, dude.
Why are you getting so close to me? Look
want
how close this guy is to me. He's touching me right now.
Hey, Patrick,
you're touching me, dude. What are you doing?
He's kind of harassing staff.
That's not true, sir.
And they can also ask you to leave.
No, sir. How are you a sergeant and don't know that, man? You guys are actually in violation of the law. 24-72-202, public records. All right, man. Later. Hey guys, Denver Metro Audits, aka the Mile High Auditor. Today we're at Sheridan Recreation Center, and I was actually working out today at the rec center, a different one. And I was like, you know what, I don't think anyone's ever done a rec center before, so I thought I would try it out. And I've been in this rec center before. A friend of mine that has Loaf and Minnie's siblings, she's got a bunch of dogs. She was a volleyball coach here, so.
Hi.
Hey.
Can I help you?
Oh no, thanks. Can I help you?
Well, you're just doing the camera work. I was just checking on what?
4 o'clock.
Okay.
And Robin's here.
All right, I'll be right down.
Okay.
Just checking on what you're photographing or shooting.
What's your name?
My name's Eddie.
Eddie? Okay. Yeah, I'm working on something here.
What are you working on?
Oh, I mean, it's just my personal business.
Well, I know, but you can't be just can't be just taking pictures of South Suburban stuff without our approval.
Oh, I can't?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, how come?
Well, you just need to get approval for that because we don't know what you're going to be doing with the material.
Right, but this is public, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean...
But you can't be going inside taking any pictures.
Well, is that like a law?
Well, no, you just can't do that. You have to have approval to do that.
Oh, you just can't do it just to do it?
Right.
Well, I mean, that doesn't sound like very legitimate. I mean,
it is.
You could say no red shirts in here too, but I mean,
right,
you can't prevent people.
Nobody can just come in and start taking pictures without approval.
Okay, well, that's not true. So this is public, right? It's paid by the taxpayers. So I'm not going to, I just want to take some pictures of your lobby here.
Well,
and,
you know, you have to have approval to do that. We need to know what that is for.
Okay, I have to have approval.
Yeah.
Okay,
I just can't allow anybody coming in and taking pictures because it is a public facility.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to take pictures.
What you're doing with that, that footage.
Okay.
Yeah, I just can't let anybody do it. If it's South Suburban.
What's your position here?
What's that?
What's your position?
I'm the facility supervisor.
Okay. So you say I need permission to record in here?
Right.
Did you get permission to speak to me?
Well, you're going to be entering our facility, so yes.
But did you get permission to speak to me, like on this property
I did ask,
here?
can I help you?
Yeah, but see what I'm saying though? Like, do you know what the First Amendment is?
I do.
It's freedom of the press is also protected. So just as speech is protected, also free press.
I cannot allow you in because this is South Suburban. So we do have a little control on what goes on inside the building.
You don't? Yeah, of course you do. I'm not going to go in any restricted area, stuff like that. You have control over that. But this is, you know, time, place, and manner. I'm not trying to go into any restricted areas.
I can't let you go in there unless you tell me what you're doing and we get approval for it.
Okay, sir. I don't think that you're. Hold on a second here.
Well, I need to get down because I have to get some other things going.
Okay.
But I can't just let anybody just go in there and start taking pictures. Now, if you have a facility rental and you're doing something in the gym and it's agreed upon with that group, that's fine. But not just for public. What group are you with?
I'm with myself.
Well, I'm on my way down.
Okay. I'm just going to go in there. Let's go see how it goes.
Brother-in-law. I got 3
Moody, are you a board? That's it.
You need to turn that off. He wants to interview you guys.
I'm not interviewing anyone.
But
as people about that, that just goes into like police department and argues with them.
Yeah. All right. You need to go. Let's go. You don't have my permission to do that. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. Come on. Patrick, call the police.
All right, if you call the police on me, then
Well, that's what we're going to do.
well, that's fine.
Because they're not following my rules.
Okay, but it doesn't matter. You can't just make up your own rules.
Code of conduct. So if you're going to continue to do that,
Okay. So this is Eddie here, guys. Going to call the police on me. So,
Yes, hi.
you know that the Sheridan Police Department, they actually hate me. So they're going to definitely probably make me leave in handcuffs here. So.
all right. Well,
So I mean, because they'll look for any reason to retaliate against me, but
if that's your choice, that's fine.
well, it's not my choice. I mean, you're the one that's initiating force and violence on someone who's not breaking the law. I told you I was just coming in here to take some pictures, but you think that I need permission to do that, and I don't.
303,
Yeah.
762,
Yeah.
2211.
Yeah. I did it.
Arapahoe County Communications, Jessica.
Yes, hi, Jessica. My name is Eddie. I am the facility supervisor at the Sheridan Recreation Center. And we have a gentleman in the lobby here that will not leave. He is videotaping the facility and some patrons, and I've asked him to leave, and he will not leave.
I didn't videotape patrons, though. I mean, I can, but I didn't do that.
25 West Oxford Avenue?
Correct.
Okay. And you said your name was Eddie?
Correct.
Okay, give me 1 second. Your last name?
Kanoza.
Kanoza?
Yeah, it's Kanoza.
Okay, and your phone number is at 303-761-9754?
Let's go with 303-761-2241.
2241. Okay, thank you. And where is he right now in the rec center?
He's in the lobby with the camera on me.
Okay. Is he being aggressive in any way?
He's not being cooperative.
Okay. But he hasn't, like, physically or verbally been mouthy with you, has he?
No, but he can't be doing what he's doing.
Okay. Give me just 1 second. I've got the call in. My partner's dispatching some help. I just have a couple questions, okay?
Okay, that's great.
Do you see any weapons on him?
No.
Okay. Do you think he's under the influence of alcohol or drugs?
No.
Okay. And give me a description of him. What race is he?
White, beard,
White.
mustache, white hat.
Okay. All right. Hold on
Air
1 second.
T-shirt.
And how old do you think he is?
I would say probably late 20s,
Okay.
maybe
And
early
about-
30s.
Okay. And then how tall you think?
Probably about 5'9".
5'9". Is he thin, medium, heavy build?
Thin.
Thin. Okay. And you said he's wearing a white hat?
Right.
Why are you videotaping?
No, Air Jordan T-shirt. That's blue.
Don't videotape me because I didn't give you my permission.
Oh, do I need it?
Yeah.
I didn't know
you've
that.
been here too
Well,
long.
Is that like a law or something? You need permission to record in public?
Right. Yeah, you do.
Oh, you do.
It
huh?
is a public.
Okay.
He is.
Okay. All right.
But now he's
Did he
starting
say-
to harass some staff. So
He's-
we need to get
okay.
somebody in here pretty quick, or otherwise we will have a problem.
Now he's starting to harass them.
So now this guy's lying. He's telling me I'm harassing people.
Or otherwise we will
I'm not
have a problem.
harassing, sir. Why are you lying to the police? That's a crime.
who gave
Look
you
how close
permission?
this guy is to me.
I'm just standing here, dude. Just asking you a question. If I videotaped you, would you like it?
I don't care. Go ahead. We're in public. You can videotape me all you want.
And I asked you, why are you videotaping me? And why won't you answer that question?
He really doesn't. He has to have a plan.
Because I don't need to answer that, sir.
Well, then.
Who are you that I need to answer to?
Right, I told him outside.
Dude, why are you getting so close
I
to me?
don't
Look
want
how
you-
close this guy is to me. He's touching me right now.
Hey, Patrick,
You're touching me,
don't
dude. What are you
engage with him.
doing?
Just don't engage.
That's against the law. That's harassment.
Don't
CRS
engage.
18-9-111, man. Unwanted touching. You're committing crimes in here, dude. You can't come up to me like that and harass me. Jeez.
Yes.
If he is trying to be one of those people about his amendment
Jeez.
rights, people who engage with it, it's only going to make the situation worse.
Right.
So we do have Sheridan on the way over there. Let me see where they're coming from. Just a second.
This guy's saying I'm harassing people, Eddie. Even though this guy just came up and like got 1 inch from me and made physical contact with me, but I'm harassing them.
Okay. Sheridan has dealt with these people a lot, unfortunately, so they should hopefully know how to deal with him. Arapahoe County Communications, this is Caitlin.
How you doing, Caitlin?
I'm good,
First of all,
thank you.
You are the first police dispatcher I've ever talked to that wasn't ashamed of her own name.
Okay,
Second
I
of
don't know
all-
what that means.
Well, nobody identifies himself.
Oh,
Second of all, I am 1,000 miles away from Colorado,
okay.
and I am watching a live stream coming from a journalist at the people at the rec center are calling you guys now. They're lying, saying that the guy's harassing people and stuff. There's a man surrounding him like he's getting ready to get violent with the reporter. The reporter has done nothing wrong, ma'am. We're all watching it. There's thousands and thousands of us watching it. He's done nothing wrong.
This is the Sheridan Rec Center?
Yes. They're calling you guys right now saying that they're lying, saying to get a faster police response and saying that the man's harassing them and this and that. He has a videotaped one patron, and he's in the public lobby, ma'am. He has every right to be there. You guys they're trying to set you guys up for a lawsuit, the people at the rec center, because you guys are going to go in there and get sued, not them. Well, they'll get sued too, but the police are the really ones going to get in trouble because this guy's lying to them on the phone.
Okay.
And tomorrow I'm calling back to make a report on this guy, criminal report for lying on this man. There's thousands of witnesses right now.
Okay.
So please, if you could put it in the dispatch notes for the cops that are going to go there, tell them that thousands of people are watching live right now, and the guy's done nothing wrong. Please do not go in there aggressively because he don't have any weapons. He does not do anything wrong. He follows the law.
Okay. All right. Can I
So
get your name?
No, you sure can't, but I'll call back tomorrow with it if with the criminal complaint for these guys lying.
Okay.
So make sure you tell them there's thousands of us watching, so be careful.
Okay.
Thank you, hon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
In the lobby,
He's still in the lobby?
videotaping us.
Okay.
I wasn't even done video until you guys called the cops on me, man. Told you I was going to take some pictures of the lobby.
I know they've done this at the PD before, too. It's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
Yeah.
How you doing today?
Hey, good. How you doing?
Good.
You work here?
No, I volunteer at the animal shelter.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, hold on. Well, switch that. Mike, don't engage.
I'm just leaving
Yeah,
that flyer
man.
for you.
Okay, don't engage.
All right. Anyway.
Is he like does he own you or something, or what?
No,
You can't
no,
talk to
he's-
people?
It was probably a good suggestion.
Well, hey, thanks for being nice.
Well, he's videotaping a customer walking out the door.
This guy thinks he owns people.
Okay. Is he harassing customers now?
I would say yes,
Okay.
because he's not listening.
And we got this guy right here who got 1 inch from me and put his big belly right against me, man. I don't know why you would do that, man. I've been peaceful in here. Just because I have a
I asked
camera?
you to please not videotape me.
Yeah, but you realize you're in public. This isn't a
I
private
don't want
business.
you videotaping me.
Well, I don't want you guys videotaping me. You can look at the security camera right there.
Just ignore.
So yeah, I know it's hard. They know how to push your buttons. They do the same thing to us. They call us and they just push our buttons as well. And so I know it's hard not to engage with them, but it's really the best thing to do so that the situation doesn't escalate.
So CRS 18-9-111, that's the Colorado Revised Statute for harassment.
Like they're almost
And subsection A, strikes, shoves,
That would be good because he's getting on my nerves.
kicks, or otherwise touches a person or subject him to physical contact in an unwanted way. That's what you did, man. You tried to intimidate me. You broke the law. I'm not breaking the law by coming in here and taking pictures. I don't know why you think you could do that to somebody.
Well, I saw him outside, and that's what I intended to do. And I was up on the roof, and I said I was coming down, and when I came down, he was
And we got Eddie right here, who's also breaking the law by telling them that I'm harassing people. Even though this guy right here is the one harassing, I didn't harass anyone. I came in here peacefully.
being harassed.
And you know what, guys? I was literally just inside Inglewood Rec Center with no problems. Because what happens is, like I always say, this guy right here who's the supervisor, Eddie, he sets the tone for the whole interaction. He comes in here yelling at me. He's the one harassing. Come in here, I don't know if you guys saw when I started the live stream, he was yelling, giving me barking orders at me. And guess what? He's the supervisor, so now this guy thinks I'm doing something wrong. And he comes up and gets in my face and bumps into me. That's what I'm saying, it's a fire, it spreads. Once the supervisor thinks that I can't do this, then here comes a mob against me, and all the employees think that I'm doing something wrong. Ridiculous.
Boy, some people, huh?
I know. Well, so what'll happen a lot of the time is they film this and then they put it online, and then everybody in the world will call us and tell us how we didn't handle it correctly and they're not very nice. And so it's a verbal beating sometimes from these people. So really just the best thing to do is to not give in to them. And then once they realize they're not going to get a reaction out of the way, out of us, they're going to then hopefully stop.
I need to get some water. I'm like dying of thirst here. See if they got a drinking fountain somewhere, a water fountain.
This is my little boy.
Yeah, I think he's calling 911 now also. Is he on the phone or is he still just videotaping?
He's still videotaping.
Do you guys know if there's a water fountain around here?
We're down the hall that way.
Okay, thank you. See, these kids are nice. Alright guys, so just gonna go get a drink of water. So anyways guys, I went live because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get arrested right now. Hold on a second.
Yeah, so he's live streaming this. So we already have people calling in about it, unfortunately. So you guys are doing the right thing, Eddie. I'm glad you called. I'm glad we're not engaging with him. Just let him do his thing. I think the officers are taking so long to come in, honestly, because they're just trying to get prepared to deal with this, because unfortunately nothing good comes from this.
Yeah, I can imagine.
He's been on the phone with dispatch for a long time. I don't know why. Maybe they're giving him an education. You gotta be wishful thinking, you know? But, you know, he was like, I'm coming down. And so while he did that, I was trying to set up the live stream. So I already knew it was going to be a fiasco. And I walk in here, and then he comes in, he starts yelling at me. But yet I'm harassing people, he said. Even though he comes in and starts yelling at me.
There's one just ready to pull in the parking lot.
Okay, so the police are here, guys. So we'll see who shows up.
Now he's walking towards the door. I guess he's going to
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and let you go, Eddie. You talk with them, okay?
All right.
I need AFA
You're welcome.
called.
Okay.
Sweet tea. You guys need to make sure if I get arrested, which I have a feeling I might. Okay, here comes an officer, guys.
This is Eddie. How may I help you?
So we'll see who the officer is that shows up over here in Sheridan.
Yeah, how are you? Alright, we have the, okay, I need to go because the police are in the facility.
Wait a minute.
Okay, thanks. Bye. How are you? Well, glad to see you, that's for sure. This gentleman here is not cooperating, and he's kind of harassing staff.
That's not true, sir. Look how many they sent, guys. They sent the whole, sent this many guys, because you know they're going to try to
I met
arrest
him
me.
outside, and I was up on the roof, and I said I was coming down. When I came down, he was in the facility with his gun on. And I asked him to leave, and he would not cooperate, so that's me.
How long has he been here? Oh, for almost like 30, 35 minutes. Yeah. Inside here, but he's been outside and he's been videotaping the area in the center and stuff. And then I asked him to stop videotaping me, and he wouldn't. I got a little closer to him, and I asked him to stop videotaping me. He wouldn't. And then he said I was pushing him and stuff like that. Just asking him not videotaping me.
Okay. Have you guys asked him to leave?
Yeah, several times.
Has he done anything that's been a concern to you guys as far as like the safety of anybody, the kids, you guys?
No, but Eddie asked him a couple times to leave.
Do you guys have signs? Did he ask you that? If you had any signage up that said no recording or anything at all?
No.
Okay.
He just kept saying it's a public facility, and I'm like, well, I understand that, but you need to have approval to come in here and start taking pictures. I have public picture, you can't just do that. And he was trying to say, yes, you can. It is a public facility, and it's First Amendment right. And I'm like, I hear you though. And then he started talking to some people and talking to staff, and then that's when we called the police. And,
okay. It's pretty, he's pretty common with who he is, so familiar, should I say. But,
all right. So, you know what's going on, Chris, right?
Actually, I've never met you. You're a sergeant?
So,
what's your name and badge number?
I'm Chris Valko, 2207.
All right, so, I mean, you guys know what's going on. You guys know me pretty well at this point, so this is public. I didn't harass. He's lying. I came in here peacefully. I have everything on a live stream. And I told him I was just going to take some pictures of the lobby, and that's it. I literally just left Inglewood Rec Center, and they were super nice, and you know, nobody called the cops on me. I've been totally peaceful, man. You know, you guys already know this is a public lobby. This is not the Sheridan. There's no order that Cranberry drafted up here. You know, that says you can't record. Okay, right. So I can be in here. This is a public lobby.
Right. But they can also ask you to leave.
No, sir. How are you a sergeant and don't know that, man? It's not private property. They can't just ask me to leave and I have to leave. I have to commit a crime first. And I actually, this guy right here, he left. He like got 1 inch from me. I have it on the live stream. Made physical contact with me. That's harassment. CRS 18-9-111. Unwanted touching. I didn't. Yes, it is. It's harassment. When you get into someone's face.
We don't have anything in the city that says you have to have approval to come in and record. So not that I know of. The only places that right now I know that you can't record are inside the records window. That's the only part of that I know the city, like municipally, something within the city that states that they're not allowed to do so. So currently, unless my sergeant says otherwise, I mean, we don't really see a reason.
The problem is, I understand his concern, right, and I sympathize with that. The problem is, there's nothing that says he has to get written express consent before he comes in and records. This is what they do. This is their job. So record this, put it on YouTube.
That's what he's doing right now. YouTube.
So my biggest thing is, I know we got a lot of juveniles in here because I grew up here. I actually came to this rec center, so we want to make sure the kids are okay. Nobody's injured. That was our main concern. If he's not doing anything, if he's not really hurting anybody, if he's just walking around, best thing you can do is ignore him.
When you ignore him, this kid's not getting on you.
Yeah, when stuff like this happens, he loves that.
Yeah,
he loves it.
on YouTube and stuff.
Exactly. So, I think, like I said, if it gets to a point where it's like, we're gonna base it on that, and if it was me, to be honest with you, I'd probably just ignore him, let him do whatever he does, as long as he's not going into areas that he's not supposed to. If it's a public, technically anybody can come in. I think he'd be okay. I know it's weird. We deal with it all the time, though. So it's kind of unfortunate, you know.
Yeah.
When you get into someone's face like
Chris,
that,
would you like to file a report on that?
I just want, you know what I really want? Just you guys
Question
to.
is, would you like to file a report on
I don't know.
that
I haven't decided yet. We'll see if you'll apologize. If you'll take my report, I will. But if you'll,
I'm willing to take your report if you want to report a crime.
Yeah.
I know one thing that happens is that you make these accusations of a crime and then you don't follow through with the report. I'm here to take the report for you. Is that something you'd like to do?
Well, it depends. If you're willing to do that, if you're willing to press charges on him, I would do that. But I would also like to give him, if you are going to press charges, I'd like to give him an opportunity to apologize to me. What I'd like is for you guys to educate the staff here that this is a public space and that this is constitutionally protected activity under the First Amendment, and that I can be here. I want to be able to highlight an officer from Sheridan. So far, I haven't been able to. If you watch my channel, you already know I highlight people all the time that do a good job. This is not the city of Sheridan. There's no administrative order.
How much time do you need here, Chris?
I need as much time as I need. What I need is you guys to educate them and leave. I'm not going to hang out here and stay the night. I just need to get my pictures and then I'll be on my way. I'm not trying to stay all night, but I'm not going to say definitively how much time I need.
Locker rooms, any place where there's an expectation of privacy, you're not allowed to film.
Absolutely. Tax versus United States. That there's two places that I know you have an expectation of privacy in public: a phone booth and a public restroom. That's the only places I know. So trust me, man. You already know that I know what I'm doing. I'm not going to go into the restroom and record in the public restroom. I'm staying right here in the public lobby.
I appreciate the support.
Result in 954 just arrived at our secondary.
Super simple. If you see something where it's like, okay, this is dangerous, he has a weapon, something on that sense, then yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was new to us when it was happening to everybody, but it's starting to become real common.
This is the first time it's ever happened.
If this is the beginning. So if this is the beginning, continue forward. As long as you don't see a real threat, imminent threat to anybody in the facility, you can call us, let us know. We can stand by just to make sure everything is okay. But realistically, we can't really push them out if they're not doing anything. Because it is technically a public space. Technically. And like I said, my thing is making sure all the kids are good. That's my biggest concern. So if he's coming in here acting a fool, grabbing trash cans, throwing them everywhere, then we got a different story. So,
Do you hear what he's... When you walk up to him, did you happen to touch him?
No, I just asked him to. I got real, I said, this is what I asked him. I asked him to stop videotaping me. Right.
So. He's probably the most well-known auditor.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably, if not the best one, but the most known in Colorado.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to say the best, but
I have never heard
a lot of people know him, a lot of departments know him, a lot of locations know him, so you want to be real careful with what you say and what you do. Everybody else too, so pass that information forward if you can.
Okay.
Super simple.
Alright. So what I'd ask you to do is leave them alone. We'll ask them to leave you alone. You can do your business, what you need to do. And we're good with that. Are you cool with that?
I appreciate that.
Are you cool with that?
I just said, yeah, I appreciate that.
I understand you appreciate it, but is that something that we can make this agreement?
I mean, yeah, of course. I never was harassing them. I was leaving them alone in the first place. So it's not really needed to even tell me that. Actually, You should tell this guy right here. That's the guy that got like 1 inch from me. I have it on a live stream and put his belly like trying to touch me, man, get in my face to intimidate me. That's actually against the law. I mean, you say it's not harassment, but that is. It's unwanted touching. It's harassment in Colorado. And then Eddie on the phone.
Did he actually touch you?
Yes, he made physical contact, put his stomach to my stomach. Got right in my face.
So, Chris, would you like to press charges on that?
Well, what I'd like to do is give, if you could explain to him that that's harassment, I would like to give him an opportunity to apologize for doing that, and if you would explain to him that I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity.
I can't compel any sort of speech. Ultimately, it comes down to you whether you would like to pursue charges or not, Chris.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. If he apologizes to me, I wouldn't want to.
And I'm not going to go tell him that he has to apologize. I'm not going to go.
I'm going to say have to. I said
what I'm going to do is give you the opportunity to file a report. Is that something you'd like to do?
I don't know. Let me ask. Should I press charges on this guy over here for harassing me, guys, or should I just let it go? 1 for file charges, 2 for let it go. We'll do a vote. 1 for I should, 2 for let it go. Okay, we're getting a ton of 1s. I've seen not 1 single 2, so I guess the people have spoken. I guess they wanted me to press charges. So again,
These officers will have you fill out a report and fill out a written statement for me, and we'll pursue that.
I don't need to file a written statement. I mean, I have an objective viewpoint here on my camera.
Would you like to provide us all your video then?
Sure. If you want to give me your email, I'll email you the raw footage.
If you give me your email, I will send you a link to our Axon capture, and you can upload it, and it goes chain of custody. That way there's no question of who got what and what happened. So it all falls under you, whether you want to upload or not, and it's all on you.
Okay.
So,
you got a business card?
I do have a business card.
Oh, look, guys. You know, Sheridan does. You get it for the live stream too. Remember Sheridan, guys? They cut out all their information. That's what they do. They have pre-cards like made up like this, just in case they have to come in contact with Christopher.
Do you have your email or something that I can send this link to?
Yeah, how come you guys cut your cards like this? You know, the business card, the purpose is to have your email on there so I can have your information.
That's all that's required by statute, Chris.
So at least Chris Valko is not going to throw me in handcuffs and drag me out of a place I have a right to be. I will give him that, but he's part of the Sheridan Mafia where they cut all their information off of the card. But yeah, this part's on here still. For positive comments or complaints, 303-438-3248.
You guys gonna arrest him and throw away the key?
Unfortunately not. That's not. Here's the problem. This is intentional, right? He comes in to do this and to get a rise, and he's not doing anything illegal. So the best advice is to ignore him, because when they don't get what they want, they then leave. They go find somewhere else. I understand it's frustrating, and I know it's hard. We're obviously concerned for the children's safety, right? I don't know him.
Well, that's my whole thing with the public facility, and I have other people in the facility, and I don't appreciate him with the camera and just even approaching him.
Yeah, no, and I completely understand that. Right now, at least in Sheridan, we don't have any municipal codes or ordinances that...
Does that work? Okay. Thank you.
That stops him from coming in and recording these.
But isn't it kind of trespassing with, I mean, it is South Suburban. It's not like...
So the city classifies this as a public building.
Right.
So unfortunately not. Now, if it were past business hours, if he were coming in and harming someone, that's a different story.
Well, what about like our code of conduct? So we have a code of conduct. If he doesn't follow our rules and we ask him to stop and he doesn't, we have the right to ask him to leave.
So
and that's part of our code of conduct.
So I'd have to take the code of conduct and get with my sergeant and see what he thinks about it. The problem is that code of conduct, how do I say that? It's going to be for members who are using the facilities, and don't want it taken away, that code of conduct would apply more to them. He doesn't care, right? You could,
right? But he's in our building,
right?
though.
But here's what he's going to say. He's going to say, well, the code of conduct isn't backed by Colorado statute, so it's not illegal for me to be in here recording. And his whole thing is to get you where you are right now. His whole mission is to get you pissed off, to get us pissed off, for us to illegally detain him. Like, he's live streaming. Like, this is his job. This is a business for them. They will take this, they will throw it on social media, they will get lawyers that sympathize with them, and then they will sue us. They will sue us personally, individually, the city, the PD. Like, that is their mission. That is what he is here to do. And that includes you, unfortunately. You're telling him he can't leave, and then he's going to be calling you all kinds of names. But not in the sense of schoolyard bullying. It's a little more like tyrant and things of that nature. So he's just, it sucks. Unfortunately, he has every right to be here, and until we get the city to then start passing ordinances, especially for business, places like this. We just have to make sure he doesn't block anyone's freedom of movement throughout the building and doesn't record in the restrooms.
So what about like a minor? I mean, can you just videotape a minor? Say they're playing pool, or they're just in the lobby area, period. Does he have the right to do that?
So,
I mean, we even have to get permission for that.
If he's following around a specific child, then that might be a different story. I'll have to dig into that a little deeper, because, like I said, that is a fine line. In a school, no. In a public area, if these kids are in school sitting down at their desk and he comes in and he starts recording them, that's a different story, because the school has to get, parental release forms for that. I don't know that extends into this public building, but I'll find that information out for you. I'm going to go grab a statement form so that the other gentleman can fill that out, because he was the one involved, and I guess he says that he pushed him. So
no, there was no pushing at all.
Well,
so you're going to do an investigation on this harassment that happened?
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a link so you can upload any footage that you have, any videos that you have, and we can do a full investigation on it. Okay. Send it up to the detectives, and they'll get it all squared away.
Sure. I'm sure they're going to work really hard on that.
This officer right here is or one of these officers will take a written statement from you, which is part of our process and our procedure. So in order for for us to move forward in the investigation, we need you to write something. I know you're capable of writing. So.
Hey, you want to know why I said that? That's how you've been watching my videos. Maybe you guys have some kind of little training on me or something. It's because the Americans with Disabilities Act requires small governments to make reasonable accommodations for people who are illiterate. And it's nobody's business on who can read or write, right? So when a public employee tells you you have to write it or you have to go online, that's not true. So that's why I was doing that. But that was like a year ago that I did that. So you guys are really digging deep into my channel. But I'm not going to do a written statement because, like I said, I have an objective viewpoint here. And, so I don't need to do that. And there's security cameras here. You guys can see everything. So.
Okay. 240.
240.
Can you RCR for me?
Affirm. It's going to be 25512551.
Do you want me to write that down on my card for you? The case number?
2551?
That's correct.
I'll write it down.
240, did you copy?
Affirm, thank you.
First, 1634.
Gotta prove that I can really write.
Okay, do you have any questions for me?
Let's see. Yeah, I got one question.
Okay.
How come there was 4 officers that came here for me?
That's what dispatch sent.
That's what they sent? Okay. How long you been at Sheridan?
About a year.
I'm surprised I haven't met you yet.
Yeah.
How long you been a sergeant?
Since about April.
Okay. So recently new?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the promotion.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you want to get their names and dates of birth and all that good stuff, and then go from there. Yeah? Yes, sir. All right. Thank you, Chris.
All right, Valko. I do appreciate
you
honoring your oath this time, man. So, yeah, they still do that whole... I haven't met this guy yet. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Officer Lay, 2203.
Lay? Mm-hmm. Haven't met you yet either. Got a bunch of new faces. You look familiar, though. Hernandez?
Yes, sir.
What's your badge number?
2209.
Okay. Where did I meet you at, though?
We ran into each other a couple times.
Well, which time, though?
I think there's one... Or by the radar van.
Oh, you were at the radar van once?
I think it was like Quincy or something. I don't remember what day or whatever, but
okay.
A couple times.
Well, did I have the girls with me, or was I by myself?
You were by yourself. Okay. If I remember right. All right.
Yep.
Take care, man.
All right, you guys out of here then? Yeah. You got business cards too?
Huh?
You got a business card, Hernandez?
Yeah. I gave you one before.
Yeah, but I probably lost that one already.
There you go, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate it with everything on there, man.
You take care, bro.
Yeah, you too. Get a business card, please. Hey, thank you. With everything on it, I appreciate it. Yeah, you too, man. Hey, Hernandez and Lay seem to be actually pretty cool guys. So, you guys know, like I said, I want to praise these guys. I don't want to have to, you know, let them know that they're tyrants, dude. So, what do you think they're saying out there, guys? If I go out there, they'll stop talking about me. Well, let's see. What do you think they're saying? He's just an agitator, but, you know, there's nothing we can do. Unfortunately, the First Amendment protects some guys, so, you know, he's probably telling them my full name and date of birth and everything else. So the second I go out there, they're just going to stop talking, so I'm not even going to go out there. And that's true. If I would have went out there, they would have stopped talking about me. So I waited inside and requested the body-worn camera footage. But of course, they turned their body cams off, which is a violation of the law. Big surprise for Sheridan. Let's refer to 24-31-902. A peace officer shall wear and activate a body-worn camera when responding to a call for service, entering into a premises for the purposes of enforcing the law, or in response to a call for service during any interaction with the public initiated by the peace officer, whether consensual or non-consensual, for the purpose of enforcing the law or investigating possible violations of the law. So according to Colorado Revised Statutes, they have to have their body-worn cameras on. Now let's take a look at reasons they can turn off their body-worn cameras. A peace officer may turn off a body-worn camera to avoid recording personal information that is not case-related, when working on an unrelated assignment, when there is a long break in the incident, and in administrative, tactical, and management discussions when civilians are not present. So Eddie Kanoza is standing out there. Clearly there are civilians present. Clearly they are talking about the incident. So when I reached out to Commander Connolly in regards to why they turned off their body-worn cameras, this is what he said. Regarding the body-worn cameras being turned off, there is a file that you received, Harassment 3, which shows an officer communicating with Eddie Kanoza as Kanoza walks out of the recreation center. That conversation was relevant to the incident being investigated at the time, and therefore was recorded. Lie. That's the footage you guys saw earlier from Officer Chris Clark, and he turned his body cam off as soon as he saw Sergeant Valko come out, remember? Because he didn't even realize he was recording. So they intended to turn their body cams off when they were talking trash about me. And the only reason I was able to get this footage of Chris Clark talking trash about me in the first place is because of the CRS that I used, the one we're talking about right now, where it states that if a complaint of misconduct is placed on an officer by a citizen, they have 21 days to release the unedited version of the body-worn camera footage, which was a complete pain in the butt to get in the first place, and I had to fight tooth and nail, which I'll explain here in a minute. The other officers had their cameras off as they were not part of that conversation, and as reported to me by the involved officers, they were not discussing this incident. This follows the law and our body-worn camera policy. So yeah, of course, all they have to do is say, we weren't discussing this incident, right? But I mean, what were they talking about though? Right? Were they talking about the weather, the Broncos? I mean, look at this. What do you think they're talking about? Look at Eddie's face. Does it look like they're not talking about the incident? I mean, Commander Connolly really expects me to believe they're not talking about the incident? So what can you do? I mean, it's my word against theirs, right? Let me know in the comment section if you think there's anything I can do. Like I said, I want to highlight an officer from Sheridan, but once again, they don't give me anything to highlight. It took me months to get this body-worn camera footage because their city attorney, Bill Hayashi, who was the custodian of records, of course, is playing games and making me jump through hoops to get the footage. And I actually had to have my attorney get involved for them to comply with Cora laws. So that's why they turned off the body-worn cameras, guys, because they don't want to look bad on YouTube. And, you know, Sergeant Valko clearly couldn't stand me from the moment he walked in there. Officer Jesus Hernandez seemed nice, but he did say, quote, "It's kinda unfortunate," and "don't give him what he wants." What is it that I want, Officer Hernandez? I have one of the few professions where my end goal is to put myself out of business. So what I really want is for the employees to be nice, respect my rights, and not call the cops on me. And in doing so, that shouldn't be construed as don't give him what he wants. Now, Jesus Hernandez did seem like a decent guy, so I don't know if he's trying to be diplomatic about this, but we don't need diplomacy in law enforcement. We need direct and assertive behavior when it comes to upholding our rights, the same rights that you swore an oath to protect, Officer Hernandez. And then Officer Chris Clark, same thing, telling Eddie Kanoza that, oh, you know, this is their job, this is what they do, they want you to respond this way, they want us to respond this way, then they'll get attorneys to sympathize with them, right? The only officer that did a pretty good job is Kevin Lay. I mean, and he did a good job because he didn't say anything. So I don't know if he was involved with the shenanigans going on outside. I'll never know, but I have to at least give him the benefit of the doubt. He seemed genuine, so I'll say he did a good job, but the rest of these three officers, they did terrible. All right, guys, let's get back to the video. It's silly that they do that.
Excuse me. Would you be able to tell me who was involved in the harassment with you?
Yeah.
Could you point him out for me?
Yeah, it's this guy right here.
If you would just fill out this statement form and tell me what happened. Oh, okay.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
Sorry, I'm sorry, one more time?
Can I get your name and badge number?
Yeah, my name is Officer Clark, badge number 2306.
You got a business card with you?
I do.
Thank you. You gave me the whole thing. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Wow, man, we've got some Sheridan guys that are doing pretty good. Actually, this is like Twilight Zone over here. What'd they tell you about me?
I actually haven't been able to talk to them because I was talking to Eddie and then grabbing the statement form, so I don't even know your name, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, the other cops didn't tell you about me or anything?
No.
Okay.
I try to keep my own opinions for myself and not let someone influence me, if that makes sense.
That's good.
Did you already provide them with the information that we need for the rest of the investigation?
What do you need, like name and date of birth?
Name, date of birth, all that kind of stuff.
I haven't provided anything. They know exactly who I am. They have all that. I don't know if you need me to give it again.
So I do, because I've not met you, and you and I will walk over here. So when I ask you for your name, date of birth, all that kind of information, I'll probably have you spell it just to make sure I don't have any misspellings.
Okay.
If you had an ID, that'd be easier. If you want to give it to me, that's fine.
I actually don't have my ID on me. So.
Okay. You have my card. If you could just email me that information, please, and I'll come back and follow up with you, okay?
I will email it to you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. All right. So I was going to mute the microphone, but he had to leave on another call. So I'm going to email it to him. All your officers, they gave me the card with their email and everything.
That's good.
You're like the only one that gave me a cut-up card.
That's all I had on me, boss.
Yeah, man. It's all you had. Yeah, it's because it's one you brought specifically to give me.
Your signature on, and then your name.
Oh, sorry. You guys can come through. I'll turn the camera this way if you don't want to be on it. Sergeant Valko, he's bound to the law too. And if they have an administrative order that's unconstitutional, they'll still throw you in handcuffs and lock you in a cage because they think that they're doing the right thing because the higher-ups are telling them to. But he knows that he can't arrest me for being in here. So when he came in, you could tell he was upset that he's going to have to let me stay in here. And he tried to tell me that if they ask me to leave, that I have to leave. And of course, he knows that's not true. He knows that. He's a sergeant. And then he gives me a card that's cut up. I've been totally cool with all your other officers, man. They're super nice and not giving me unlawful directives. You already know what time it is. You know the name of the game, bro. You treat me with respect and you respect my rights and you get respect back.
Your name.
But this guy just can't stand me, man. And then trying to give me that stupid card. So what do you think, man? Turn your body cam back on?
It is.
Okay. I mean, do you think
think the Avs are going to have a hell of a year.
Who is?
I think the Avalanche are going to have a hell of a year.
Oh, really? You know, I actually am not much of an Avs. I'm not much of a hockey guy.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah. It's like the only sport I didn't really get into. But, you know, and I don't want to talk about the Avalanche. I mean, what do you think? I mean, did you really want to kick me out of here? Because you told me at first that, you know, they're asking me to leave. So, but you understand that you can't kick me out of here, right? I mean, clearly. I was just wondering why you tell me that. You trying to just in hopes that I would just give up and leave, or what?
I figured they asked you to leave, so I thought most people when they get that.
But don't you think since you know exactly what I'm doing, you should have made yourself look good and came in here and said, you know, hey, there's nothing I can do. He has a constitutional right to record in here, and not even said that? That way I could, you know, highlight Sheridan for once. That would be like really cool. And I'm going to highlight your officers because I think they did great. But
great.
I mean, I do appreciate you actually, you know, you didn't actually arrest me or trespass me out of here, but
go ahead and call that complaint in the commendation line and let my officers know, or let my command know that.
All the officers, I know who it's going to go to. They're all your buddies, man. Anything that I complain about, they're going to just throw in the trash. They don't care. Okay. I mean, you guys still have public records from Deborah that has been like a year old. It's a year old, man. You guys are actually in violation of the law. 24-72-202 public records. All right, man. Later. All right, guys. So that's the walk of shame from Valko, who tried to say that they're asking me to leave. So, you know, he knew that I wasn't going to leave. He already knew that I was going to make him arrest me. So why even try that, man? Why not just do a good job and just come in here and say, hey, you know, nothing I can do. Hey, man, you want to give me your name?
Pardon?
Do you want to give me your name?
Why do you want my name?
I mean, I'm going to find out anyways. I mean, I filed a criminal complaint on you, but I hope I don't have to do that. I mean, I don't want to do that. But I just want to know who you are. I want to know your name.
My first name's Patrick.
Patrick? Okay, thank you. So, so what do you think, man? Can we kind of, you know, work this out or whatever? I mean, what do you think about your conduct earlier when you got right in my face and you bumped into me?
I apologize.
I appreciate that.
So, I'm just not familiar with all this. So.
Right, and that's fine.
It's all new.
That's fine, and you know, a lot of people aren't, and so that's why I try to be as peaceful as possible, because it's about education. It's not about being antagonistic and trying to get arrested on purpose to sue the city. Like, it's really not, no matter what any of these officers tell you or anyone else tells you. I mean, there might be some people that like to do that, but that's definitely not me. So that's all, man. We just want to, you know, educate. So now you know this is a public space, and you know I can be here and record. Same with Eddie. Eddie actually lied to the dispatch, saying also harassing people. Yeah, sure, I'll wait. So hey, man. So Patrick, I just wanted to get out of here. I don't want to stay all day, but here's Eddie. What's up, Eddie? You want to talk, Eddie? No? You still want to have your pride and ego on top of the Rock of Gibraltar? Hey, Eddie, I was about to leave, man, but I want to talk to you.
Yeah, so we just have the men's...
Okay, so you want to initiate force and violence on me and then just completely ignore me after he told you that I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity? Look at this guy, man. See? Clown, bro. Clown. Oh, you ready, man? So I'm trying to get out of here, too. I don't want to hang out all day, but... So I just want to let you know, man, I appreciate the apology, man. And, yeah, I'll shake your hand. So... Appreciate it, man. I'm not gonna file any charges or even pursue that.
I mean, is this just like, sorry, I just don't understand. Are you doing it just to videotape people, and like, do you go around to other rec centers and stuff? And
actually, this is the second rec center I've ever done, but.
So did you go to Sheridan?
I went to Sheridan.
I just, you know, I came in here because I just wanted to check out your facility here. That's all.
Don't engage. Don't engage.
There's Eddie telling him not to engage, man. See, man, I appreciate you, you know, doing what's right, man. Don't learn from Eddie, man. He's a tyrant, dude.
Okay.
You know, we're not breaking the law here, so I don't want to get you in trouble, though, man. All right, you have a good one, bro.
All right, you too.
All right. I'm on a bunch of stuff. Hey, Eddie, I'm trying to leave, man. I actually want to get out of here, but...
Hey, guys.
I was going to tell him not to talk to me.
Please do not engage with this gentleman, all right?
Don't ask any questions. Just let them be.
You're making yourself look worse and worse, Eddie. You know that? You could, you know, Patrick did a good job and he apologized to me because I'm not breaking the law. But your pride and ego is on top of the Rock of Gibraltar, and you're still acting like that, man. Telling Patrick not to talk to me. What's wrong with you, man? You just hate freedom? Is that what it is? You hate the First Amendment? Do better, man. I'm gonna be back here now because of you. You know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't always make him drink, you know what I mean? Type of thing. So, but it's true, I will be back there. So, all he had to do was act like Patrick did and just be cool, man, and apologize. I shook Patrick's hand, and that would have been it. And then I would have never come back here. I might have come back one more time just to do a test again, but that would have been it. Now, since Eddie's gonna act like this, I'll just come in. I'll come in here a bunch now. If they do a good job, we will just leave. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hang out there. Been there probably, live stream's already an hour long. I'm not gonna hang out there for an hour if they're doing a good job, right? But they act like that, and then I do. So, and then they still act like that. After they got an education, he still acts like that. It's mind-boggling, man.